If you've ever received a cease and desist order that caused you to have to change your Instagram handle as well as much of the content you've created, go ahead and hit that like button. This is the BoxBuilder Breakdown, formerly known as something I'm not allowed to say on social media anymore. This week on the BoxBuilder Breakdown, we're going to be going over snack magic. If this is your first BoxBuilder Breakdown, what we do is we receive things to our door, direct-to-consumer brands, and we unbox them as if we're a consumer, but with the added benefit of my 20 years in the industry, showing you tips and tricks on how you can use some of the things we find in this box to help your brand. In the BoxBuilder Breakdown, we go over very specific things. We have 8 criteria: doorstep impression, first contact, a shake test, an unboxing score, pack fill score, a damage report, customization score, and the overall breakdown, the BoxBuilder Breakdown score. This is the first one I'm videoing with this new handle, so it's like I got to get some reps in. Forgive me for sounding very deliberate in that. I don't want to get sued. Sue me. I mean, but don't really. Okay. So, Snack Magic. What is our affiliation with them? Inside of this is one of our customers. This was sent to us by that customer to highlight one of their, I guess, sales channels. I've never actually heard of Snack Magic before, but I'm excited to jump in. We have no affiliation with Snack Magic. Our affiliation is with the brand inside. Snack Magic lets remote workers curate the perfect snack sesh. So based on that, I imagine this is a box that employers would send to their remote employees to say, hey, have a snack on us. Let's get started. Doorstep impression. This is actually how it lands. I mean, this is fantastic. I love this. Tons of color. The downside to having this much color is that you're probably going to get it stolen off your porch if someone's in the mood for stealing, because if a box comes with this much color or a brown box, they're going to go for the pretty box because it's more attractive, honestly. So doorstep impression, 1 to 5 flutes. I think this is 5. I mean, it's fantastic. You know what's in it, lots of color, and it's probably going to be the most colorful thing on your doorstep. First contact, so picking it up, again, great. I love it. It's not too heavy. I see there's no tape. There's actually a zipper perf on here, which we'll get to, but I love that. 5 out of 5 flutes, yeah. Shake test, my favorite part. Seems a little loose. I'm going to give that a 3 out of 5 flutes. Now, what we all came here for, the unboxing. So, this has zipper perf, which some of our favorite customers use, and it's one of the coolest closures. It takes a little more effort. It's a little more costly than just using tape, but I'm sure, based on something I'm noticing about these side flaps, that there's a reason they did this zipper perf. So let's get started. All right. Immediately 1 point off the flute score. All right, that was good. So let's open it. That's cool. All right, so interesting. These flaps are glued down. We'll get to that here in a second. Fantastic. All right. Hi, we're Snack Magic. Our goal is to deliver magic with each snack stash. Our stashes go beyond. There's a lot here, so I'm not going to read it all to you guys, but what we should take from this is there's this inside panel. A lot of branding here, a lot of branding here. The cool thing about this is it wraps around from the outside, so it's technically one-sided print. This is also on the outside, so it's still on the one-sided print. Pretty smart of them. Ooh, the dreaded bubble wrap. Take that out. And inside we've got Over Easy bars. That's one of our customers. I thought they would maybe put it in one of their boxes, which are all around our office, but they didn't. There's just some bars. So we'll push the product aside. We'll talk about the box. Let's undo it here. This is a digitally printed box. You probably can't tell from the distance you guys are at, but if you look very closely, it's pretty apparent here on the smaller copy where there's a lot of fine text. you get a little bit of granularity. If a piece of magazine paper is like 1,200 dots per inch, this is probably 450 to 600 dots per inch. So it's a little bit more granular than you would see on a piece of magazine paper. But for almost every instance, it's fine for printing high graphics. I mean, very few people are going to notice the little bit of granularity you get from this. All right, so unboxing score, I'm going to say, I'm going to give it 4 flutes, only because I was embarrassed by that perf tear. I think that's reasonable. You can't embarrass the box builder. Pack fill score. This is actually the heavy duty stuff too. It's not like the easy popping stuff. It's pretty thick. The material or the film for this is probably twice as thick as I am accustomed to. Thick with 2 C's. Did I hit it? Okay. Thick with 2 C's, that's a good joke. Little grand thumb throwback. So yeah, there's really not much pack fill. I mean, the bars arrived as I would imagine they would. They're loose in there, so they got a little banged up, but I'll take a second to just talk about the product here because I really like it a lot. The film they use is a little bit matte. These bars are fantastic, by the way. They're very high protein. In fact, there's 9 grams of protein. They're like, I would call them a snack bar. I don't know if they're branded as an energy bar. Oh, breakfast bar, yeah. So this is like a meal bar. My favorites are the banana, which, right here, banana nut. The film has like almost a matte finish on it, although I'm not as familiar with film, so maybe this is just the natural state of the film, but I know some films, like a Snicker bar, for example, is much shinier. These are a little more wholesome and matte finished. It is foil, though, so it's not paper. I'm going to eat that here in a second. Pack fill score, I mean, I'm going to give it a 2 flutes. Damage report. Everything came fine. 5 flutes. It's pretty easy. Customization score. Now we're going to dive into this box. Let me refresh myself. Thank you. This is a pretty smart design. Inside print is going to add at least 50%, and sometimes as high as like 80 or 100%, depending on quantity. What they've done is they've maximized the printed area of this box without adding a second side, and I'll show you what I mean. Remember this flap here? This is the flap that sits on top of the product. It's actually on the outside of the box. So they've extended this return, printed on it. I hope that didn't skip. I think we're good. Printed on it so that they could cover the product without adding a second side. These right here are the flaps that come off of the lid. Typically these would tuck down in the side, but for this, they've been extended to the center and seamed, and then I'm imagining they're glued over. Let's just get into that now. Yeah. These to me, let me just grab that. These to me look like they're hand glued, actually. They may be machine glued, but I doubt it. You can see here, it looks like they were hand glued just by the way the lines are. And this looks like, it could be, you know what, I'm not sure. It looks like cold set glue and not hot melt. There's a hair on the inside, so I don't know. Maybe it is hand glued, not sure. But in any case, this is a great way to get a lot of good graphics by just adding a little bit of blank size, because usually these would come out maybe like right here. So adding a little bit of material makes for a really cool inside panel. Not a lot of people are using this like this. It could be because the added cost of gluing these is just expensive for most people. But as I said, these are digitally printed, so the color gamut is basically endless. 2 things that I found interesting here. Well, one thing in 2 instances. One, this entire thing right here, this entire outside printed area is actually the shipping label. I've never seen a shipping label that was this size. When I first saw the box, I wasn't sure why they did this, and now I think I know why. I think they probably have an inkjet printer that sticks on this back, alter the message every time somebody gets a box. So if they get a customer that gets the box the first time, they're going to put a message on there just like they've done for us here. If they were aware of how varied it can be, they may be able to get away with printing this type of information direct to the box. The reason they may not want to do that is because if they're getting very, very late stage customization, meaning right at the end when this is getting filled, they put these labels on, they wouldn't have time to add artwork to the boxes when they're being received. So if they wanted to put your name on this box and they didn't know that until after they had the boxes ordered, they can use this digitally printed label and put it right on the box. I want to peel this off. I guess you can see right here. So there's no intentional white space under this label. You may not be able to tell, but this is this entire panel is printed. So that's a great. I'm gonna give that 5 out of 5 flutes for customization score because they've been very thoughtful about where they print and why without wasting any money on a second side. Overall BoxBuilder breakdown score. Oh man, we were deep. I would have had to record that again. Very deep into this. 11 minutes deep and I got it right. Okay. The BoxBuilder breakdown score. I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 5. The real downside to this one was the internal pack material. That bubble wrap, it didn't really do anything, and you could do probably equal to or better with craft paper, honestly. So a little feedback for Snack Magic there. Let's talk about Overeasy. Overeasy is one of our very loyal customers. They're great to work with. The CEO is actually a West Point grad, Kyle Maggard. I would say everybody should be trying these. They're kind of revolutionizing the snack bar game. Really high protein, great flavor. They're not like chalky like a lot of protein bars are. And my kids love these. And I don't feel bad about giving them to them. Just, from a parent's perspective, there's not a lot of sugar. They're gluten-free. This one has 11 grams of protein. The banana one, I think, has, 9? They all kind of are around that. They come in a bunch of flavors, I think 7 flavors. And hopefully they're on a store shelf near you soon. But definitely check them out. Overeasy. I wish I remembered their URL. But Overeasy food, you're going to find that if you Google it. So yeah, this was the BoxBuilder Breakdown. You can find us at GiverPack on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. If you'd like to see a specific brand for us to unbox, put it in the comments below with your favorite emoji. We'll slide into your DMs and talk about, I kind of merged 2 things, didn't I? First of all, put other brands down there. Second of all, for the BoxBuilder Challenge, put an emoji down below. We'll slide into your DMs. Tell us what brands you want to see. And we'll also talk about how to win some of the products we do on these BoxBuilder breakdowns. Again, I'm the BoxBuilder, no longer the other name. Awesome. This has been the BoxBuilder Breakdown, coming from you live from Giver HQ. Have a good day.